Hi, I'm Liv, and today I'm going to talk about my top tips for reading a lot. So I read, on average, when I'm having a good productive week, about 800 pages a week, possibly more. And when I'm having a low productive week, I read maybe like 500, 300 a week. And this is just on average. Sometimes, if I'm really in a book reading mood, some weeks I can read like 1,500 pages in a week. A lot of my friends and a lot of people online have messaged me saying, and commented on my videos saying, how do you read so much in a week? Like, on average, like how much do you read and how? So I just wanted to give you my top tips on how I read so much. Clothing. So clothing is important. You want to be comfy when you're reading, and I'm going to be honest, my style has changed so much over the years, but right now I'm very much into comfy stuff. On average, I usually wear like a jumper every day. So my favourites are Sisters and Seekers right now. I have loads of favourite jumpers. So I've got Sisters and Seekers that I love, Goose and Gander. I do enjoy a Hollister jumper, comfy jumper, something baggy, something just cozy. I also tend to wear leggings recently. So these are from Alphabet, but you can get leggings anywhere. And I also love wearing some cargos. I would recommend wearing leggings and a jumper, or did I just say leggings? Leggings and a jumper something cozy, or even just like pajamas, because the more cozy you are, the more likely you are to cuddle up in a corner with a book or with a Kindle and just stay there. Because the thing about like jeans and stuff is you constantly don't want to sit down because they dig in or they're quite stiff material. But if you've got things that are like quite baggy, quite loose, comfy, you can bundle up in a corner and read your book for a bit, and I just think that's really important. Blankets are also a good one. I love a good blanket when I'm reading my book. Next one I'm going to say is something that's going to keep you in the zone. So this is especially true with books that are quite long or books that need like a setting sort of. So I recommend headphones. Sometimes books, especially fantasies, are quite hard to get into, and especially with whole like setting the scene. I like to go on Spotify. There are so many playlists of books that people have created, and these playlists have songs that are very much the vibe of the book. I would highly recommend headphones, noise cancelling, and I would say over-the-head headphones so you can really drown out the world. And I love to use headphones when I'm reading a romance, actually. Out of all books, a romance. But I recently got into headphones with fantasies with HiI'mLiv. I found a playlist and it is phenomenal. In the zone, really gets me into the book, and once I've started listening to music and reading, there's nothing stopping me from reading anymore. Like, there's nothing getting me out of that book. I need the bathroom, it's gonna have to wait. I need to go downstairs, it's gonna have to wait. So I would really recommend headphones. They really get you in the zone and they really just get you focused, and that is what I need. Investing in a Kindle can really help with upping your reading. Your Kindle you can take with you literally anywhere. And I mean, look, it's a slim device. It's not that heavy, and you literally can have thousands of books on here. I have literally thousands on here. Like, look, like I have so many books. It's just insane. I just think a Kindle for me has really upped my reading quality, especially since I bought it last year, because yeah, I read a physical book quite often, but when you've got a Kindle available to you at any point, you can take this on holiday with you, you can take it on the bus, if you're going to go out, sit outside somewhere. You've got so many opportunities to read anything on here basically, and I just like that, because even if you get bored of a book, it's not like you're stuck with that one book. You've got other books that you've already downloaded on here. Having that for me increased my reading so much, because I'm gonna be honest, I would love to look at the percentage in the bottom corner. So in one of the corners it says the book page you're on, and you can click it and it says how long you've got till the next chapter. Click it again, how long you got to the end of the book, click it again, and then percentage. I would love to look at all of that stuff and be like, oh, I've only got like 3 minutes till the next chapter, let's just carry on. Or, oh, I'm already 15% in, let's get to 20%. It's like it almost eggs you on to reading more, and I love that. It's just, it pushes you further. I also think that a Kindle is great, especially reading at night. It's literally got a dark mode on it, so you're not going to wake anyone up around you if you've got someone that you sleep in a room with, and it's not going to strain your eyes very much because it's not a screen. It's got like a certain lighting that makes it, you know, easier to read and not hurt your eyes. A Kindle is just better anyway because you can take so many, well, not better, but it's a great investment because you can take so many books with you anywhere. When I go on holiday, I especially on holiday, I only take a Kindle with me because it's just a one device and I can take it everywhere. I can take it on the plane, and there's just so many things on it and it just saves space. So getting my reading up and reading so much in a week, I honestly love this. I'm at uni quite a lot, and this is so easy to take on the train when I'm going to uni back and forth. Sometimes I don't want to bring as many books with me, and this is what I bring with me. There is so much on it. I can take it with me to class, so on my breaks I can read books. Really, really great purchase, and this has transformed my reading like to a different level. Speaking of reading at night, I would recommend investing in a book light. So this is one I've got two. I've got one which is Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas, and then I've got this one. So this one clips on your book like so, and then we have this little light here. This is what it looks like. There are different settings, so that's orange. You then have this one which is a white, and this is a blue. We also have different settings. As you can see, it gets brighter, and then you just click the top button, turn it off. This is a USB charging one, by the way, so there's a little port here that you charge it. It is a lifesaver. So this I use especially at night, obviously, when it's dark, and it's just to clip onto your book, and you can just obviously read your physical books at night. So as much as having a Kindle is great, but sometimes you do want to read your physical books, and if it's late, you don't want to have the big light on. The little book light is just so easy and handy, and I mean, it's compact. It's not like it's going to take up much of your room in your bag if you want to take it with you somewhere. So yeah, I would recommend a book light if you have mainly physical books and you want to read at night, but you don't want to have like the big light or anything, or if you've got someone sleeping next to you and you don't want to like wake them up that much, then this little device is great because it's not that harsh really. Recommend. I got mine off Amazon. The next one I would invest in is a water bottle, and you might think, what is that got to do with reading? But personally, if I have my water bottle with me and I have some snacks with me, mainly just water though, I do not have a reason to get up and go downstairs because I've got my drink here. Or even a hot drinks cup is really effective because it keeps your drink hot, and I have a habit, I don't know if anyone else does, if I'm reading and I've got a hot drink, I will forget about my drink and it will go cold and I have to go and warm it up. So a hot cup is great because you can just put it in the hot cup, close it, and it stays hot for hours on end. And then when you're stopping reading for a second, you think, oh yeah, I've got my hot drink. And then you can actually drink that for a minute. A hot cup is great, but I also think that just a normal water bottle is great. Mine's from Lululemon, and any water bottle is brilliant because as long as you've got your water with you, you haven't really got much reason to leave the room, and therefore you haven't got much reason to put the book down. So that's my advice. It's like a little thing to force you into staying there to read your book, basically. I think I've got one more tip. This isn't mine, but I like this book, so I would recommend this one. It's from Asda, and it's a reading journal. This is actually my book for YouTube, so it's just got all my YouTube plans in here. Like, it's really pretty. I would recommend a reading journal. And what I mean by this is a book that you solely have for reading. And in there, you write your thoughts about books, and you have like maybe a diary that you keep on the book you're currently reading, and you just unload your thoughts in it. I love to personally write down my review in there and what stars I'd give it, spice level that I'd rate it. You can also print off pictures of the books that you have read and just stick them in, like, you know, with a Pritt stick. And there's just loads of stuff you can do with it. There are also pre-made reading diaries you can buy out there, which have like the stars that you can colour in. They have spice levels you can colour in, best chapter, best quote, a little square for the picture to go in for you to print off. There's loads of ones of those out there. I've seen them all over TikTok, so just like look it up on TikTok, they'll definitely have something available. But honestly, a reading journal or reading diary I really like, because it's just a good way. Let me update my journal, and then you can read for a bit. Okay, I'm on a break. Okay, I'll update my journal. And then you're writing about all your feelings and how much you love this book. It's just going to convince you to go and read more. And it's a good way to keep track of your reading. If you ever have a little break from your book and you're thinking, don't actually remember where I'm up to, and you go back and read some of your reading diary, you can think, okay, I can pick it up again. It's just such a good way to like get all your thoughts out, especially if your friends are reading the same book and they're not at the same level as you, like in the book, they're not up to speed with you. Or if you have anyone to talk to about the books, it can be a bit like, oh, what's the point? Just unleash it in there. Or even create a TikTok account, create a YouTube account, and talk about books, because there's loads of people out there that love to hear people talk about books. And well, you're watching this video, so that proves it. So I would always recommend doing that. Just have a chat with someone on the internet, join a Discord server with people who talk about books, and just have a good chat about books that you enjoy. Great hobby, and I have found my love for reading again last year in 2023, and I just want more people to find their love for reading again, because it's honestly such a good imaginative thing, and it's so good for you getting your brain working. And for me, it just keeps me occupied. It's a great hobby. Those are my little tips and tricks for helping you read more. Little things that I do every single one of those the whole of last year to get reading again. So yeah, hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time in another video. Subscribe, like, and do all that stuff. Yeah, tell me your tips and tricks or ones in this video I've mentioned that you want to try down below in the comments. I will link my Goodreads as always, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.